In India, where there are various religions, every caste and creed having its own notion and assumptions. When we want to stand together as a united nation, let's all follow a simple written book of law and rules, that is Indian Constitution. Good morning to one and all. This is Smriti Dhoot from RDHT Junior College. I hope you are all safe and stay healthy, because in this we are all together. Today I am here to throw a light on a very important topic, that is, only Indian Constitution is the way where one can achieve, a country can achieve unity, brotherhood and democracy. Now there are several terms, and how are they combined? Unity means one where we all stand together. Brotherhood is respecting each other's differences as well as accepting them. Democracy means a government ruled by people. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. Now one might wonder, if it's for the people, of the people and by the people, why shouldn't people decide what to do? Gentlemen, we have decided. That's been done by Honorable, respected Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who has been the drafting committee chairman of Indian Constitution. He wrote and worked really hard for 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to write this fine document. It's an extract of all the compositions of democratic countries' constitution before 1947. Isn't it great? I know it is. Now, how constitution affects democracy, unity and brotherhood? First of all, I would like to tell you what constitution really is. Constitution is a set of written document which has rules, regulations, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, directive principles of state policy, which has been given by the idea of Mahatma Gandhi. And also, it has rights per president and various government officials, what are their official duties. And the most important thing about Indian Constitution is we have right against exploitation, which means if any of our right is violated, one can always fight for his right. Isn't that great, guys? I know it really is. Now, let's talk about unity and constitution. India, a country known for its diverse variations. A country that is second largest and 7th most populated, having almost more than 28 languages spoken all around India, and also having no actual official languages. Only Hindi and English is used in Indian Parliament, and now Tamil is also included. Why is it so? Because unitedly we respect every caste and religion. United we stand and divided we fall. That is why unity is very important. Now, who gave unity in this India such a big status? It's been given by the Constitution. That is, in its preamble it is written, we the people of India, because we all stand together despite what festival we celebrate, despite what we wear, what we think of our gods. We all are together as a nation. Deep down, the tricolor is all situated in our hearts. That's the status given by Indian Constitution, because preamble isn't amendable. It's the basic, it's the root of Constitution, and unity lies in the roots of Constitution. See, isn't it great? Now, what is brotherhood? As there are many religions, we stand together, but most of the time countries like Sri Lanka have faced civil war because they gave minority a chance to rule over majority, a chance to rule over minority. Now, majority and minority, when they fight, there is always massacre and bloodbath in the country, and the complete country and the democracy falls down. These all terms are interrelated, and the thing that holding this all together is the Constitution. That is the important role of Constitution, my dear friends. Just in India, although we have uniform civil code, we respect if our Sikh brother, even when he is in army, he wears a turban. And he is allowed to. When my Muslim brother has his beard and his moustache, he is respected. When my Hindu friend wants to lit some lights and diyas on Diwali, he is respected. because all together as a nation we respect each other's culture. Not just respect, we accept it, and that's been seen on several occasions. Now I would like to talk about how democracy is held by constitution. Being a government, it's not easy for everyone to know where they belong. As we have seen, there has been patriarchal society in India, as well as many religions were not respected. People belonging to lower caste and who did sweeping and cleaning work were not respected. But Mahatma Gandhi, the Congress government respected them. He called him Harijans. Isn't it nice? This is all because of constitution, where there is where we got directive principles of society. There is where we got our fundamental duties, and that's how we all get our fundamental rights. Now I would like to talk about the Bauri Masjid case, which was given in Ayodhya verdict. Now the dispute was, this piece of land should belong to Muslims or Hindus. How to decide? Two religions which have shown their correctness all along so many years. But you know, Supreme Court of India respected the law. It take time to read what Constitution says. After the verdict, there was a response that the Ram temple should be built on that land. You know, why could this happen? Why could we face and accept a religion having a priority? That's just because of Constitution, because we followed, we studied it. But because of all this, there is no massacre, no bloodbath in our country. This is how unity, brotherhood and democracy only been held by our constitution. At last, I would like to say, to one who reads it, please portray it. To one who knows the rights should follow the duties. One who doesn't exploit should respect and explore the constitution. Thank you so much.